No, I told you don't. I said don't.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Tommy Lee Jones was in my head, and he was saying, "Push the little red button."
Push the red button.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's his name, right? Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agent K. Yeah.
K.
Agent K.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
If you
K for potassium, right?
Yes, that's actually what I call some of my friends that are called K. We just started calling them potassium.
Potassium.
If you are a person who has things that you would like to say so that we can say, so that you can hear, then put questions down below.
Or comments.
Yes, comments. If there's
or ideas.
If there is basically in anything, an idea, a topic,
yeah, we're going to run out of ideas.
Yep.
Because, for me, like, one idea a week is about all I can come up with. And we're doing multiple ones of these every week.
That explains so much. Okay.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's like one idea a month. That's just hard. Ideas are hard.
Ideas are difficult. So if you would also like to check out other videos on the channel, we have plenty of those. Sermons, classes.
For children and adults. Him coughing, him yawning, him sneezing.
Lots of me doing random...
Making weird faces, noises.
That happens a lot because I can do it while I talk and while I don't talk. And I do a lot of both.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And it's lots of fun.
Because I need to learn how to wiggle my ears so I can just do that while other people talk.
Get your mother to teach you how to do that nose thing. She wiggles her nose.
I'll figure that out some other time. Okay.
You could turn your tongue into a 3-leaf clover like your sister.
I'm still not sure how she figured that one out.
I don't know.
She'll just sit there and I'll look over at her and her tongue will
Here's
be like,
a 3-leaf clover sticking out of my mouth made out of a tongue.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Too much time on our hands.
We are still in Judges.
Yes, we are. And
we're going to be here for the rest of the month.
No, well.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. We've already... wait, is it August yet? Not the rest of August, just July. Well, not the rest of August.
How long is July? It's 2020. Oh, we've got 3 more years left in this month.
Yeah. Oh, there's that.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, there was one of those things on Facebook where it's like, you take your birth month, then your first letter of your name and your last letter of your name, and they get the little things, and it tells you,
the headline?
The headline thing, yeah.
Yeah, I did that one.
Mine was quite possibly the most boring thing you can imagine.
What'd you get?
Self-aware teenage girls produce a Sonic game. Like, that's not even... so what?
Yeah, I can't think of how...
other people were getting
Sonic
ones
game?
like zombie dogs eat everybody in New York or something. They're getting really cool stuff, and I get self-aware teenage girls make a good Sonic game. And I'm like, I don't...
Yeah. You know what the moral of this story is?
I don't play those stupid Facebook games.
Change your name.
It really started with my month, though. Self-aware. Everybody else had things like zombie or apocalyptic. My month is...
If the second one had been like robots or something, self-aware robots, you got something pretty scary going on there.
Could be something interesting.
Once you add in eat everyone in New York, then so that's...
Self-aware robots eat everyone in New York?
See? Totally frightening. They're robots. They don't need to eat. What are they doing? Why are they doing it? When did they become self-aware? Who made them? So many questions going on.
Cybermen. That's what it is.
They technically
they're not really eating them.
Eat people.
They're not exactly eating them. They're just turning... Anyway.
They steal their craniums.
Samson.
Was a human. Technically.
Superhuman human. He was like Superman and the Hulk, and he was something else.
He wasn't Superman. He couldn't fly. And
do we know that
he
for
wasn't
sure?
Invincible.
Do we? Well, He seemed to be up till this point.
Maybe they built the building out of kryptonite.
They did jab his eyes out, though. So, this is toward the end of his life. He has done a lot of damage to the Philistines.
And they pulled his eyes out.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
And the thing is, the only way they caught him was that he was stupid enough to tell them his secret. It'd be like if Superman went around going, if you got some kryptonite, I'll be as weak as any other man. You keep those things, it's a secret. Secret, keep it secret. But no, he blabbed it. Samson was not good at keeping secrets.
We give him a hard time, but I really wonder, like, was he just that stupid? Or was there something else going on?
It's a man and woman thing. Okay, so there's an old saying. They often say because
3 men can keep a secret as long as 2 of them are dead.
Well, there's that unless
Benjamin
he's Samson,
Franklin,
unless
smart
it's
guy.
Samson, and then he's going to tell the first woman he comes across. I mean, this got him in trouble with his first wife, and then it got him in trouble with Delilah.
So
I mean,
I was thinking.
That wasn't the saying, by the way. The saying was, okay, so we taught that men are the stronger sex because physically, generally, men are stronger than women. But it's that the stronger sex is really the weaker sex because of the stronger sex's weakness for the weaker sex. In other words, women, you are our kryptonite.
I'll figure that one out on my own time.
Yeah.
So, thing I was thinking of is on the channel How It Should Have Ended.
Oh, yeah.
They have, like...
Did they have how Samson's story should have ended?
No, they have, like, all the superheroes sit around and talk.
Yeah.
And one of them there is Batman. And they always tease Batman about... he'll go up and he'll be like, "Hey, lady, you want to know my secret identity?" And just see Samson like, "Hey, you want to know the secret to how I'm the strongest man in the world? So you can defeat me?"
Yeah.
Like...
You're dressed as Batman. It's not really a secret. Bruce Wayne is the secret.
Well, yeah, that's what he's saying. Was, do you want to know who my secret identity is?
Yeah, that's
attention.
He does, and he did do that a lot. That How It Should Have Ended was it's kind of an odd series. We should do that with the Bible stories. How it should have ended. How Adam and Eve in the garden should have ended.
We'll need a good animator.
I know one.
Really?
I'll have to talk to her. Well, I mean, she does drawings, not like computer animation. You know a good computer animator person, though. Well, I don't know if she does, like, animation, just like graphics, though.
Yeah, we can talk about it
That's
later.
something. We'll have to try to figure that out sometime.
There's
so anyway,
an idea. Brainstorming on camera instead of doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Would y'all like to see that? Let us know. If that sounds like a fun idea. I mean, now we know it obviously ended how it did end, but how should it have ended? If people had done what God wanted them to do, how would it have ended? That could be fun. Anyway, all right. So Samson here, he's lost his strength because he told his secret, and they jabbed his eyes out because he told his secret, and then they're making him work as a slave because he told his secret. Did I mention he told his secret?
Lots of problems. Well, one problem from multiple problems from one problem.
He has one last prayer. Actually, this is his only prayer. It's the only time we read of him praying to God. All those other times would have been, "God, please help me keep this secret from Delilah." That would have been a good prayer, but no.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? Sorry.
I don't think she ever went to New York City. I don't even think she ever went to Old York City.
I'm sure she managed it at some point. I mean, she did.
I doubt
get
she
around.
even went to Amsterdam.
She got around.
Okay.
Round, round, round.
Okay.
I get around again. Sorry.
Yeah. As if this train wreck hasn't gone off the rails badly enough already.
Going off the rails on the crazy train. Sorry.
Yeah.
You walked right into that one.
Oh. Okay. So Samson has one last thing that he wants to do with his life, and that is die. Lord, please remember me. Please strengthen me only this once, O God, that I may be avenged on the Philistines for my 2 eyes. Samson's life is all about vengeance. I mean, he never, others of the judges actually fought because it was God's enemies, because it was Israel's enemies. Samson's entire life is just about, they treated me bad, I'm going to treat them worse. That's his whole, he's never about leading people. He's never about trying to help his people. Anyway. All right. So.
Very nice guy. Lovely at dinner parties.
God lets him have the strength.
Absolute showstopper.
He's in this big temple. There's two big pillars in the middle of it,
and
holding the roof
blind.
up. And he's blind. And so he's leaning against the pillars. Gets a little kid, servant, whatever, to help him.
Because he's blind.
Yeah, he needs to know where to go because he can't see. And so he leans against the two pillars.
Because he's weak.
And one with his right hand, one with his left hand, and he pushes them. And then he says, he was not weak. He says, "Let me die with the Philistines." And he bowed with all his strength and pushed the pillars, and they fell. And the house fell upon what?
He bowed.
Or bowed? Is that bowed or bowed?
This
did he bow?
So you could say this was his last bow.
His last bow. Yeah. Anyway, but all of of course, the Philistines they were celebrating. The reason he was there was they were like making fun of him.
Woo,
look at the goofy Israelite guy. Yeah.
He has hair. What? That's a problem.
And I don't think they realized it was a problem.
No.
They didn't realize that his hair growing back was going to be a problem.
That's the whole point of the thing.
They thought that once they cut it off, that was it. They cut it off, so...
That's the way Rapunzel works, so yeah that makes sense.
Because
they all watched that movie?
That's Tangled. They saw Tangled.
Yeah, they saw Tangled,
I'm sure
and, she pulls her hair back on that side, and the little brown curly Q pops out.
They didn't see the series, did they? That's the problem. They didn't see the cartoon animated series.
Fair. Not many people have seen that.
Yeah. Well... Anyway, so he kills them all. Everybody that's in that big building, that big temple, they all die.
Shopping malls need to die.
He killed more people in his death than he did killed while he was alive. But God answered his prayer, let him die, let him take the Philistines with him, which is odd because the other people, Moses asked to die, and God said, no, not for a long time. You got to deal with these people for 40 years. And then I'll let you die. Elijah asked to die, and God said, never. You're going to live forever.
Poor guy.
It's like, let me die. No.
How about next week?
No.
Never.
Never. You're just going to live forever. But yeah, this does show us that sometimes, even when someone prays a prayer that is not a really great prayer, it's even a selfish prayer. This is kind of a selfish prayer to want to get vengeance for his eyes.
Yes.
But because it also was fulfilling God's purpose, God did allow it to happen.
Because
Samson could not have had the strength to do that without God's help. He did not do that on his own. He had to have God's help.
And the Bible does say that the old vengeance is mine, says the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But
maybe sometimes he uses people to get his vengeance.
Yeah. Need to be careful with that in your life. Just being like, I can get vengeance because these two guys on a YouTube video says that God uses humans to get his vengeance, and so I can just vengeance on people
and die like Samson did.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Not a good plan.
Have a nice life.
Well, no, they'll be dead. So
I didn't say it would be a long life.
Having a nice life is letting God do with the vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
Vengeance.
That way you don't, die because a house fell on.
Curiosity killed the cat, and vengeance killed Samson.
I was expecting a "the" in there. Curiosity killed the cat, and vengeance killed the Samson. There was only one.
Okay.
Anyway, that's the end of this one. So I hope it was helpful. I hope you
don't make selfish requests for vengeance. It could kill you.
And again,
that's something we learned here.
As we have learned several times in the book of Judges, be careful what you pray for.
These people were not always good examples.
Yes, that.
Sometimes the examples in the Bible are examples of what not to do. And Samson was definitely one of those.
Yep.
Yeah, strongest man in the Bible, weak as water when it came to women. So, yeah. Alrighty. Glad you were with us, and
Hope you enjoyed. Hope my singing didn't kill you too much.
Just be glad it wasn't me singing.
Yeah. I really don't know where all that came from, but anyway. Bye.
Yeah, bye.